Hi friends, good morning. I have provided the payment business analyst training for student and corporate people. In case you would like to join the course, please approach for me at tamilbusinesstechnews@gmail.com. In this video, let's we talk about SWIFT basic terminology of BIC and IBAN number. What is BIC code? What is IBAN number? How BIC code should be formed? How IBAN number should be formed? What is the difference between BIC code and IBAN number? These are the details as I provide in this document. What is BIC code? Basically, we call it as a BIC code as a business party identifier code or SWIFT code. BIC code is a 11-digit character. First 8-digit character is a mandatory character. Last 3-digit character is a optional character. How BIC code should be formed? First 4 digits is a bank observation code. Next 2 digits is a country code. After 2 digits is a location code. Remaining 3 digits is a bank code. This first 8 character bank code, country code and location code is a mandatory for the BIC code. The branch code is a optional. Either they can able to provide or omit based on their requirement. What I say that first four digits it represents the bank observation. In case India, we call it as a SBI Bank India. On the time what it's come SBIN. Country code IN. The location is Chennai CH. The branch is Mylapore 001 like that. First 4 digit it's talk about the bank code. It usually it's come as the bank observation name. Next 2 digits is a country code, which country the bank should be located. Another 2 digits is a location code, where it's located, which state the bank should be located. Another 3 digits is a branch code. First 8 character is a mandatory, remaining last 3 character is a optional character. You all the interview they ask same kind of question. SWIFT code or BIC code, banking identifier, both are same or not? Mostly the SWIFT code and the banking identifier both are same only. What purpose they are using for the code? They need to identify the certain financial institution where it's located, and that bank is what is the bank name, where it's located, which location the bank is working. All the details you can able to see the BIC code and you can able to understand. It's totally 8 to 11 digit character. Based on the BIC code, you can able to identify the bank name, the country of origin, the branch and the location, all the things you can able to identify. The SWIFT code mostly used to avoid confusion of different country banks, because Citibank should be open the branches in India also. Same Citibank have a branches in multiple country. Based on the BIC code, you can able to identify where the Citibank is located, which location it should be available, which branch the transaction should be initiated. All the thing you can able to understand. Why the BIC code or SWIFT code, SWIFT code they consider the mandatory for the SWIFT validation, because SWIFT network used 200 plus countries and 11,000 institutions they are using for the big SWIFT network. So each and every bank we need to identify some kind of unique identification. So that purpose all the banks should be used for BIC code or IBAN number. For the purpose of they can able to easily identify whether the financial institution is a right financial institution or not. The transaction would be go to the sender to receiver without any intervention. So the reason they are using for the SWIFT code and a BIC code. What is the IBAN number? IBAN number is a 34-digit character. It's talk about particular bank account number. IBAN should be talk about only for the international bank account number. It should be 34-digit character maximum. It would be talk about particular branch account number. Based on this IBAN number, you can able to identify where the bank is located, where the bank is operated, and which branch for the particular bank. All the things you can able to understand. It's used for all the international transaction. IBAN and BIC code, all the things used for all the international transaction. For the purpose of they are using IBAN, already said that international bank account number we call it as a IBAN number. It's used to recognize for the particular bank, because they provide one account number for the particular bank. Based on the account number, you can able to identify which branch they do the transaction and which bank they initiate the transaction. Both are the things you can able to understand. Based on the IBAN number, many of the payment error should be avoided, because the if you use the IBAN number step by step, they are using a BIC code and IBAN number initiation. So that reason they reduce that payment error. Most of the Euro region they are accept for the IBAN transaction. because Euro region only create for the IBAN number. So it's formed as an international standard format. So most of the European countries or Middle East countries or Caribbean countries, those are the countries should be accepted for the IBAN number. Totally 25 countries are currently contacting partial experiment of IBAN number using system. Most of the country, they consider the IBAN number also one of the mandatory validation for the transaction. Any 25 countries. Even they, some of the major countries, they won't consider for the IBAN also. USA, Canada, Australia, China, Japan. These are the countries they won't consider for the IBAN as a mandatory validation. What purpose they are using that IBAN number? Based on the IBAN number, they can able to identify the transaction where we need to move for sender to receiver. Sender also have IBAN number, receiver also have IBAN number. Based on the IBAN number, we can able to identify whether the organization is a trusted organization or not. We can able to identify the transaction flow should be happen correctly or not. Already I said that IBAN number is a 34-digit character. Based on the 34-digit character, it should be come to that alphanumeric character. IBAN number is not an individual person account number. Please remember that. IBAN, I will tell that first 2 digit is a country code, next 2 check digit, after 30 character is a basic bank account number. We call it as a BBN number. How it should be formed? I will show that example. See, country code, check digit code, bank identifier code, branch code, and account number. Here I have provided the example of Britain IBAN number, UK IBAN number. GB is a country code of Britain. 14 is a check digit. After is a bank identifier code. After it's come to the branch code. After it's come to the account number. These 4 digits is a mandatory. It should not be changed for any of the country. Check digit and country code. Remaining 30-digit character we call as a BBAN number. It should be differ from this one country to another country. If you see the branch IBAN number, first 2 is a country code, next 2 digit is a check digit. It won't change. After it's come to the bank identifier, branch identifier, account number, BBN check digit. UK IBAN number, same format. If you think that country code, check digit, bank code, short code, account number. IBAN number is not an individual account number. It's particular bank account number. Based on the IBAN and SIF code, you can able to identify financial institution format. Based on the IBAN and BIC code number, you can able to route the transaction properly. All the IBAN or BIC code should be not assigned for the centralized organization. It should be created for the bank to bank based on the SIF standard as well as the payment standard. Centralized organization never assign any IBAN code to any other banks. Suppose RBI never assign the IBAN code to particular branch. Only the bank should be create the IBAN code based on the international standard. Based on the IBAN or BIC code, you can able to identify whether the bank is located, which bank they make the transaction, where the transaction need to be moved. All those things you can able to identify. IBAN is a 34-digit character. First 2 digit is a country code. Next 2 digit is a check digit. Remaining 30 digit is a basic bank account number, BBN number. What is the difference between SIF code and IBAN number? SIF code or BIC code, both are the difference between SIF code and BIC code. Both are same terminology only. Either we call it as a SIF code or BIC code. Both are same terminology only. Based on that SIF code or BIC code, you can able to identify certain bank branch. It's a 11-digit character. First 8-digit character is a mandatory. Either the SIF code or IBAN are same thing. No, SIF code or IBAN is a different. SIF code you can able to understand where the particular branch should be located. IBAN it should be talk about particular bank account number. Otherwise main branch account number. SIF code is not same for all the branches, because why I am saying that first 8-digit character is a mandatory character. Based on this first 8 digit, you can able to find out the head office of the particular bank. Suppose SBI India IN Chennai 001. SBI India IN Chennai. In this character, you can able to identify particular branch. Okay, particular head of the location. See SBI India IN CH. Remaining characters come to the XXXX. These 8 characters should be talked about particular SBI bank head office. Remaining 3-digit character it's talk about branch code. This character is not a mandatory character, but first 8 digit is a mandatory character. Once again I will recap all the concept. IBAN and BIC code is not a same one. IBAN is a 34-digit character. It should be identify particular bank account number BIC code is a 11-digit character. It should be able to use to identify the particular branch of the bank. BIC code is a 11-digit character. First 8-digit character is a mandatory character. Remaining 3-digit character is a optional character. Thanks for watching this video. Kindly subscribe my channel and provide your support.